Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Badgers will boot it away to start the game. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Alabama's offense will start this game off with the football. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
Pocket breaking down. That's reeled in. It's Hale. Whipping through the defense. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. Touch pass on the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. It's complete to the right. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Trying to get it to the marker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
We're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Right down the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. He's got it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Makes the grab. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. On the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to barge their way in. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And you'll have to be precise from the left hash in this short angle. And this one is perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
So the Wisconsin Badgers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, that can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Well, they're running the curl route against zone coverage, so the quarterback knows he's going to have to put that one on his receiver. You saw the velocity and the arm talent this guy has. That was a missile.
Got his man on the outside. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Off the play fake on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Anthony. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. And the Badgers look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Edwards. Bringing the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break, and we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Badgers will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the returner will be dragged down. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Horton. Still running at the 40. Open field on the right. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there in the Grove. They're up by 7 over Arkansas. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Holds and fires complete to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Back to pass, it's Edwards. Swings it out to the flat. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Punt is on its way. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. The give on the inside. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. They'll run play action. Blasted as he lets it go. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. And here comes the punt team. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the returner goes down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Finds his man. It's Horton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Sends it downfield. Grabs it inside the 15. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He breaks a tackle. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll move the tight end. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep on the run. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Badgers will line up to punt it away. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They'll run it to the right. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the coverage team will get to it, and they'll down it just inside the 30. Back to pass, it's Edwards. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Badgers come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what?
Going for it all. Touchdown, Badgers! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Man, that's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Northwestern is just getting blown off the field right now, and it may continue to get worse before it gets better. If it gets better. What a shocker today in Evanston. They're trailing by 17 to Oregon. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Complete downfield. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Dropping back, it's Simpson. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab at the 30. Running free. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Back to throw, it's Simpson. He lobs one high down the left side. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown tie! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Look out, he's got room. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Get it out on the screen. There he goes. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Turning on the Jets. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. And the Badgers getting set on 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. Turns it on in midfield. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, we have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turning it on. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Badgers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. And the Badgers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Here's a heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback.
They got it. It's blocked. That's a live ball, and the defense has it.
You never know how weather affects the kick, and the rain's coming down, obviously, but the field goal unit does a great job getting penetration, getting back deep in the backfield, and then blocking the kick for the big momentum shift.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Opening play of the drive from the 39. He leaves it with his back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Rides the back and leaves it. He's loose. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. On the run, fires downfield. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. Looking for more room. And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going.
Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. The Badgers will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Simpson. Flips it out on the screen. He's past the 30. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Motion from the wideout. Little touch pass to the receiver. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. Hard running there. Hard hitting tackle.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead. The big running back, he's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Breaks free in the middle. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Cincinnati is running away with this one right now. It's kind of felt like that old Bearcat has been crowd surfing all game. They're up by 15 over the Groupers. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Under fire. He's going to take off. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. And the Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. First and 10 from the 50. Running back searching for a hole. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up second and 4. Alabama quickly back to the line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability.
It's a seam wide open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way.
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Right down the gut of the field. Past the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Badgers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Gives it on the option. It's a running room. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. Catches it at the 30. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. It's caught.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly to the tight end. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Finds a man on the left. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. The Badgers will hustle to the line. He wants to throw it again. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
Offside, defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
And the defense was anxious to get off the ball quickly. Instead, it's just a little bit closer for the offense. Touchdown, Wisconsin! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. There's the pressure. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Mason. Wide open spaces. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The run to the left. Fighting off the defender. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The inside handoff. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Might as well stick with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gifted...
Finds a spot in the middle.
When I'm in a tight game and it's a one-possession game, I do not want to put my defense on the field. You could tell the offense didn't. Great job executing the 3rd down, getting the 1st down, and now we're just going to play the tick, tick, tick game.
And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
And it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.